Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and we got a New York Knicks W to talk about. The New York Knicks defeat the Charlotte Hornets, and they snap a big losing streak. I was actually at the game last night against the Atlanta Hawks, and I got home late, and I was pissed off, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to make a video. I'm going to save for the game tomorrow night against the Hornets to make a recap video, and here I am. And we actually get the W against a team that was red hot going into this one. 5-game winning streak for the Charlotte Hornets, and we end that winning streak. Quickly recapping last night's game, definitely a game we should have won, but it is the same story. We were not able to close it late in the fourth quarter. Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, with the last 5 minutes left, they just went crazy. And the New York Knicks did not have anybody to really step up. RJ had a great game, but he could not step up in the clutch. And it just really was unfortunate because I wanted to beat the Hawks, especially being at the Garden. But let's talk about the Charlotte Hornets game tonight, because tonight was a really fun game for the New York Knicks. We got a lot of cool things to talk about. Evan Fournier becoming the New York Knicks leader. Knicks history, everybody. Evan Fournier, the most three-pointers in Knicks history in a season. Shout out to Evan Fournier. He's low-key having a really good season, even though he did not have a great game tonight, but you definitely got to acknowledge that. RJ Barrett with another 30-point bomb, back-to-back games, and this was an efficient one for RJ Barrett. Last night wasn't the most efficient night. I think it was 9 of 25, but tonight 10 of 19 from the field for RJ Barrett, dropping 30 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. So tonight, we were without Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, so we had a little different starting lineup. We had Jericho Sims getting the start with Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin had a really good game tonight. 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. 8 of 11 from the field, 1 block and 1 steal for Obi Toppin. It is great to see Obi Toppin get minutes finally, getting an opportunity, because when Julius Randle plays, Obi Toppin does not get an opportunity to play big-time minutes. In 39 minutes of action, these are Obi Toppin's stat lines. So you can only imagine if he gets this on a consistent basis. And now everyone's going to say, get rid of Randle. We don't want him. We want Obi to take over. I understand that. Let's just focus on the present and focus on Obi Toppin actually taking advantage of his opportunities. And the one thing about what I'm seeing from Obi Toppin lately is his confidence from downtown. He shot 2 of 4 from three-point land. He's attacking the rim. He's not relying on people to set him up. He's taking the ball. He rebounds it, goes coast to coast with his handles. He's facilitating the rock with others. Like, we might have something special in Obi Toppin that we have not seen yet. It's just unfortunate that this coaching staff has not let him show what he's worth, right? Tonight, we're seeing it in up close and personal, 39 minutes of action. These stats don't lie. An efficient 8 of 11 for the field. Not only getting 18 points, 11 rebounds, but 6 assists for Obi Toppin. We know that he's a high flyer making the highlight plays, but he is creating his own shots. He's taking the ball to the paint. He's creating his own, he's just someone that sizes people up, and I feel like his dribble moves is very underrated. So shout out to Obi Toppin for taking advantage of Julius Randle being sidelined with a contused thigh. Really hope Obi Toppin continues this for the end of the season, because as of right now, guys, we know that the Knicks are out of the play-in tournament. There's not a lot of things to really, focus on when it comes to this season, other than the development of the players that we have, especially the young guys like Obi Toppin, like RJ Barrett, and like Immanuel Quickley, who's coming off another really good game. 10 points, 7 dimes, and 5 rebounds for Immanuel Quickley in 21 minutes off the bench. IQ is having a phenomenal stretch of games in the past month or so, I guess you can say. He definitely had a sophomore slump to start off the season, but there's no denying that Immanuel Quickley has turned the corner and becoming a really good piece for this New York Knicks team off the bench. His point guard abilities, I think, is very underrated. He was organizing. Everything you would want from Immanuel Quickley was phenomenal tonight. Only 1 turnover to 7 assists. You cannot ask for a better performance from Immanuel Quickley tonight. He shot the ball well from the field. And he did not get to the free throw line tonight, which is very rare for Immanuel Quickley. But I'm really happy to see him continue to make those little strides, and hopefully he can continue this for the rest of the season as well. Getting back into the starting lineup, Jericho Sims getting the start. This might be his first start of his career. I'm not sure if that's a fact, but 5 for 5, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. I love Jericho Sims, man. A plus-minus of a +10 for Jericho. As a rookie, he just feels like he's so raw, but his athleticism and his potential, I really feel like, is through the roof. And I do think that the Knicks, as an organization, value Jericho Sims, because they're giving him big-time minutes. They're allowing him to develop. They're not burying him on the bench and playing Taj Gibson over him or Nerlens Noel, if he's healthy, over him. They're giving Jericho Sims every single opportunity to develop as a guy for the long term, because we know that Mitchell Robinson is unfortunately an unrestricted free agent heading into this offseason, so we do not know if he's going to be on the Knicks past this year. So they're trying to give Jericho Sims some burn to see what we got. Maybe he can be the backup next year behind whoever we acquire. Hopefully we just re-sign Mitchell Robinson, right? We want to pay the man, give him that contract, but all in all, I'm really impressed with Jericho Sims. I feel like his defense is taking a big step. It's definitely not all there yet. You can definitely see that he's out of position sometimes. He's not switching properly sometimes. But his athleticism is absolutely crazy, and his potential is indeed through the roof. Alec Burks is coming off 2 really good games. You cannot, say anything bad about Alec Burks. If you guys watch my channel, you know I'm not the biggest Alec Burks fan. But he did have 17 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals. And then off the bench, Deuce McBride getting 3 3-pointers, 9 points for Deuce off the bench. All of them were from downtown. You see him killing it in the G League, so it's awesome to see him take some strides, getting some minutes off the bench in real NBA, because we want to make sure that these rookies get some time. And Quentin Grimes is another player that got some minutes. He did not shoot the ball well tonight at all, 1 of 6 to be exact. And it's great to see that we have 3 rookies getting minutes, and it's crazy that our second-round pick, who was a 58th overall pick, Jericho Sims, is getting all the minutes because he's playing a position that is pretty injured, with Mitchell Robinson having a sore back and taking advantage of that in Jericho Sims. So I'm really excited about this Knicks victory for many reasons, just because RJ Barrett continues to show that he is the guy. He is a player that's 21 years old and only getting better and better. And people always ask me, Richie, why are you happy about winning at this late in the season? What are we playing for? There's no play-in tournament anymore. We're basically out of it. We're not mathematically eliminated yet, but we practically are. And I know that winning doesn't do anything for our draft stock. We'd rather lose because we can get better draft picks for the lottery. I understand all that. But I just want this Knicks team to really develop winning habits, especially the young players. Like, I want RJ Barrett to get used to what it's like to win basketball games by being the number 1 option, being the guy that the offenses ran through, being the guy that is facilitating for others, being the guy that's shooting a lot of shots, and being the number 1 option. That's a really good piece for his development. So if RJ Barrett gets a bunch of wins under his belt by dropping 30 points, that is not a negative thing. Do not spin that on me. At least that's my perspective. As well as Obi Toppin making some big-time plays in a win like this late in the season. That's good for the development of this team, because I know that we're out of it, but the future of this team is all about the development of these young players. We have a young core, a foundation in peace, with RJ and Obi starting tonight, and quickly off the bench with McBride, Grimes, and Sims being the rookies. I really feel like Knicks fans should be excited about the future of this franchise just because of those young core, but there's no denying that there's a lot of things to fix right now. Leon Rose has a lot of work to do in the summer. We gotta get a point guard. We gotta do a lot of other things, and I'm not gonna break that down in this video. We'll talk about that in a future video, of course. Talk about what the New York Knicks should do in the offseason. So let me know your thoughts about the game tonight and your thoughts about the overall, situation for the New York Knicks. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. And of course, don't forget to like the video if you guys enjoyed. That does it for this one, and I'll catch you in my next video. Let's go Knicks. Peace.